Hollywood Boulevard, a place of glamour, fame, legends set in stone on the sidewalk. But the street has another side, one hidden beneath the neon glow, where the tourists stop smiling, where the air turns cold even in the California heat, and standing at its heart, a hotel where the living and the dead still share the same walls. The Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. Before we go inside, lock your doors. Dim the lights. And if you make it to the end, don't just leave. Opened in 1927, the Roosevelt was the crown jewel of Hollywood's golden age. Clark Gable drank here, Charlie Chaplin stayed here. Carole Lombard laughed in its hallways. And a young Marilyn Monroe posed for photos by its famous pool. But behind the glitter was something darker. This was a place where affairs bloomed in shadows, where careers ended in quiet humiliation, and where guests sometimes never left. When enough sadness, violence, and obsession gathers in one building, it doesn't fade. It grows. Room 1913. The Cabana Suite Marilyn once called home during her modeling days. After her death in 1962, whispers began. Marilyn wasn't done with the Roosevelt. Guests reported catching her reflection in a tall, gilded mirror. Not a warm smile, but a mournful stare, as if she were watching from another world. A housekeeper once fled the room mid-shift. She swore she saw Marilyn behind her in the mirror, close enough to breathe on the glass. But when she turned, the room was empty. The mirror was moved to storage. But storage workers still refused to be alone with it. One swears he saw a pale hand press against the glass from the inside. The fingerprint stayed, even when he wiped it away. Staff agree, the 9th floor is the worst.
Footsteps echo when no one's there. Doorknobs rattle violently, as if someone's desperate to get in. A family checking in late one night barely had time to unpack before their daughter asked, "Why is the sad man sitting in the corner?" The father looked. There was nothing. Security cameras once caught a shadow drifting down the hall. It paused at certain doors, then melted into the wall. If you felt chills already, hit the like button. It lets me know you survived this far. The lobby's piano hasn't worked in decades. Yet at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in the morning, it plays. Not cheerful songs, slow broken notes. Like someone struggling to remember a melody. A guard followed the sound. He found the piano lid closed, but the keys still moving. He found the piano lid closed. Staff warn guests never to ride the elevator alone after midnight. If it stops on the 19th floor without you pressing the button, don't step out. Because that's when she arrives. A pale woman in a silver gown. She never meets your eyes. But if you fall over the hallway you enter won't be in the hotel's blueprints. It will stretch and stretch until you can't see the end. Some guests swear they've walked for hours before finding a door. When they open it, it's not the hotel anymore. One ballroom has stayed locked for decades.
Sometimes, muffled music leaks out. Violins, soft laughter, clinking glasses. A former maintenance worker opened it once. Inside couples danced slowly under the chandeliers. Their faces pale, their eyes black. When he blinked, the room was empty. 2005. A businessman in a pool view room called the desk 3 times, begging them to stop. The little boy knocking on my door. Security checked the hallway, empty. The next morning, his luggage was still open on the bed. His phone, wallet, car keys untouched. But the man was gone. Hotel logs show he never checked out. His car was still in the garage. He was never seen again. Some guests leave in the middle of the night. They say the walls whisper. They feel watched. One woman woke at 3 a.m. to find someone lying next to her in bed. Cold, unmoving, when she turned on the light, there was only an imprint in the sheets. The Roosevelt still welcomes guests. You can sleep in Marilyn's suite. You can walk the 9th floor. You can hear the piano at night. Remember, you're sharing your stay with those who never left. If you see something in the corner of your eye, and if you made it to the end of this story, subscribe before the next one finds you first. because next time, the ghost might be in your hotel.